What's going on, everyone? We're back. It's time for another developing stream. Today we're going to... Oh god. We just need to fix some things up visually to get... Okay. Context. Intro. Um, I have accrued enough funding to set up a Steam page for this game that I'm working on, where you play as a dragon, and it's a roguelite, and it's the greatest game ever created. Um, yeah, I have enough money to do it now. So I can set up the page, but I need to get it into a presentable state. And let me describe what I mean using the direct example of actual gameplay. So if I click new game, which should now be like over here somewhere. Yeah. We have our nice new font. I gotta change the buttons. There's gonna be some things for sure that we're gonna have to change. Oh yeah, and the numbering. This could be a long stream, and we may not have everything ready today. But it's actually looking better than I remember. But we want to have more going on here. So we want to elaborate on the biomes a little bit. And stuff like that. So yeah, that is the plan. I'm wondering if I should bring over my graph editor, my resource graph viewer thing from my other project that I've been working on. Because I think the functionality is a bit better. It's just I'm trying to think if there's anything that I don't necessarily have yet. Because it could be more stable. I don't know. May not be immediately necessary. Yeah, I want to get some trees added back in, which, this won't take a long time. Trees, rocks, ideally some enemies. We're probably going to need enemies. Then I want to clean up the UI a little bit. So the essence is probably fine for like early gameplay footage, but these buttons need to go. So we probably want to create sort of a like like a command console, developer console that we can use. So let me write these things down. Let me write down repopulate biomes. My nerd.txt, positive connotation nerd, of course. Replace buttons with command prompt. Oh yeah, add numbers to font. We could just fully commit to that and actually add a full set of numbers. Maybe that's what we'll do. And then at that point, well, there's one more thing that would be pretty necessary, which would be to just clean up the upgrade menu a little bit, although it's not looking too bad. But yeah, I think I want to redo some of this UI stuff for sure. I don't know exactly what I want. Maybe I'll go into like a more metallic direction. We will see. Also, the tiling size of this could probably be increased. Yeah. Also, you know what? I'm thinking a node-based upgrade system would be better. So we may completely change this UI. Which would be a pretty significant change. Although I could at least just get the... I mean, it would be functionally the same. And I could at least just get the Steam page set up while I work on adding that. Yeah, some of our icons are a little outdated. So... We have some work to do for sure, but we're trying. This is like sort of a mini milestone we're trying to reach. Yeah. How difficult would it be to switch to a node-based system? I think it would be a lot more organized because think about it. Instead of hold on. Okay, we gotta change the centering mode on that or whatever. But imagine instead of dragging a slot or an attribute into a slot like this, because other attributes can have slots within them, and this can get out of hand pretty quickly. You just have a node-based system, so this breath upgrade would have a port you could connect to. And Godot already has like built-in features for that, so I think it would be worth it. And to a certain degree, I think it's necessary because this will get out of hand. Also, we can use lowercase now, so we can't forget that. Maybe I should just go ahead and add that. Okay. Yeah, let me go to the upgrade menu, which might be in the game scene now. The world scene, dragon menu. Okay, it's called dragon menu, but that is the scene. Okay. All right. There's probably a reason for this tab being here. No, it's just a tab container inside another. Maybe not. Let's see. Let's see how this performs. And yeah, I'll probably rework these UI assets. Create a different vibe with those. Yeah. I kind of like the gilded, is that the right term? Look to like our health bars. Okay. Yeah, this kind of thing. So maybe instead of having this like gray border, I'll have like metal trims or something. Trimmings, technical term. Uh and then this I mean we had something going here, you know, a million years ago earlier in this game's development, but now the vibe has shifted and I think we're going to change this to something else. And of course this was kind of just something I did quickly, but I mean it might work. I don't know. We just have to get it like passable. Yeah, let's start with, well, first of all, let me test this. Hide that again. What's up, Cricket? PK420, Stoner Life Forever. That is true. This is the PK420 broadcast. No, I've never done a, what is a term Twitch will accept? Green goblins spinach. I don't know. What kind of, there's a bunch of eclectic terms people use in various communities to describe these things. Straight as an edge. Yeah. I don't, so that this isn't like a moment for me to like grandstand. In fact, I know a way I can rhetorically frame this to deject myself from that. But yeah, I feel like I'm already impulsive enough to where I don't want to have like something else making me like lose control. That seems kind of worrying for me. Like sleep, at least I'm just there. I accept it. Everyone does it. I don't have control over my functions, but I'm just like laying there. I'm not going to do any harm or, assuming I set it up correctly, I'm not going to indirectly cause any harm upon myself. But with something like a mind altering substance, well, then I just become like, I'm going to start like jumping out of windows for fun. So, yeah. I wonder what the statistics are for that. I wonder if most people even do drugs. Probably not, right? Like, not habitually or regularly, at least. Alcohol is different, though. Alcohol has been, like, super duper mega integrated into our society, so a lot more people drink alcohol. It's like its own special thing. It's got its own buffs and debuffs. I don't even like feeling buzzed. The idea of not being in control isn't a feeling I enjoy. Yeah, exactly. In fact, it's almost like frustrating because like I could be on my grind set right now. I could be making things, thinking about things, but no, now I'm just inebriated. It's like I don't know. I'd be having more fun right now if I could explore with my mind. I mean, maybe some substances would allow that sort of uh possibility. Um Yeah, I think I have to think a little bit more about like whether doing those things like one time would even be worth it. Like I don't know if there's anything I could gain from doing like some sort of like ashwagandha or something like that. Just do it once so I can have the experience. Okay, broaden my horizons and then never do it again. Just for like honestly like any artistic value that may derive, but I suspect that it's not actually going to be anything new. I'm not going to be learning anything new that's external to me. I don't know. It would be an experience of all time, but yeah. I don't even know what a weed is. What is a weed? Hey, I saw your story, your clip about uh I'm not sure what would it be okay, no need to overcomplicate this about passing gas in public situations. And I thought it was very informative. Um, like there's definitely a certain level of tech involved there. You got to learn the tech, the techniques, and the technology, I suppose. Um, but one problem, one problem I really have, okay, because this is my conversation now. Yeah. Oh, dropping a deuce. Wait, so it's specifically okay. Oh, that makes sense. Oh my god, wait, that contextualizes it so much better. I thought it was just uncontrollable gas. No, that oh my god, that makes so much more sense because it is difficult actually difficult to avoid that. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you have to like in those moments you have to dig deep into your mind and rise above and realize the moral implications of your actions. Like this is the space. This is the designated space to do this. And, you know, I'm sure other people would appreciate the same courtesy from you as well. It is a mutually beneficial system. Like, it should be integrated into the social contract properly. Yeah, it's like just go to your happy place. Yeah. So, another way of saying this is you kind of have to repress the thought and just and lock in. so to speak. But no, that makes sense. It was an interesting thought. Um, I've been there for sure. Definitely been there. All right. Back to this boring project. Yeah, let's add what rule system am I using right now? It's the human condition. Exactly. It is a very human experience. We're using a biome noise rule. Okay. I'm assuming we're not saving these individual biomes though. Actually, I have an idea. So this is the biome painter tile rule. Um, test rule. Wasn't there like a root rule or something? Biomes main layer. There it is. Okay, and this is one layer. Interesting. Biome painter tile rule. I think we need like terrain something, actually. No, that's biome painter. Is that correct? Biome rule, collector rule, biome noise rule, biome painter tile rule. Uh, did we already add this before? Maybe so. I think this is the rule that does it though, the biome painter tile rule. Shit. No. Biome rule. Oh, you know what? It was. I think it's a GD script one. Yeah. Okay. So that should work. And then if I go back to main layer, yeah. So this should already function. We may have to remove a couple biomes, but this should get us to where we want to be faster. All right, let's see. Scalemarch. We don't really have to do too much for um this main menu, actually, because it's not going to be super important in terms of showcasing the game. We might have to worry about like branding, so like logo for the game, banner thing. Although a lot of that stuff I might do off stream. Uh okay. Spawn rule initialize. So what's going on here? We're using main layer. Okay, what rule is this? Ref counted? Spawner rule count. Is it not initializing properly? Well, no, this is the initialize function. Rule initialize context. And this is in spawner. Okay. Root rule layers dot size. This is the first rule we're initializing. Spawner equals piece spawner. Initialize context. Reference spawner context. Um, exactly. Okay, so there is no reference to the actual spawner here. Context initialized, accessing context. Contextualizing context. Indeed, indeed. Truly existing within the context right now. Rule ID equals, okay, spawner rule count. Is that where the, oh, spawner equals p spawner. That is lame. Why is that happening? Spawner equals p spawner. Spawner rule count. Rule count. Initialize context. What the hell? Spawn rule initialize. Is that supposed to be null? Hold on. Apparently this is null. Root rule layers get RI. Root rule. So that's a thing. Uh Proceed. Is actually throwing an error? What? Oh, I'm out of tea. What the hell? Oh, I could do the guitar thing right now. Guitar. I have electric powers. All right. Where's my pick? This is important. Oh no. Oh, there it is. I think. So many guitar picks to keep track of. Okay, main layer. Are you serious? What is biomes? What is a biome? Oh my god. What the hell? Man. Biome noise rule. Okay. Test rule. That's the old one. We're gonna add a layer. And then we're gonna delete a layer because we actually didn't have to add a layer. biome painter tile rule, with the rule being our biomes. Oh my god. Why was that so slow? I don't even know if I want to try and reload this. It's gonna destroy my computer. It's gonna destroy Godot. Okay. Oh, Jesus. God. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should bring in the other system that I made for this. Wait, this isn't even the right one. There we go. Okay, and then biome painted tile rule, so that should apply the necessary changes. Okay, we have our main layer. Please work. I don't know why it didn't the other time. Seems like everything was like serializing correctly. Okay, new game. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you... Oh, right. Yeah, we are missing some terrains. So there actually is something wrong with old biome configuration now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into biomes. And I think we fixed some of the... Did we fix the noise blending issue we had with the biome rule yet? I think we did. Okay, so we don't want dead marsh. We don't want cinders. We don't want... Okay, let's get rid of everything except for meadows, to be honest. And then we'll add in tundra. Because I think those are the only two terrains we can actually use. But we might also have to fix it anyways for our meadows biome. This is still pretty unreadable, I will say. Are we putting lava in the... Oh, God, everything's going to be rearranged. Okay. Well, in that case, goodbye. Goodbye, biomes. Delete. Did I delete that? I don't know. We have this biome rule here. Wait, layered tile rule. Selector rule. Probability rule. Is that for, like, the ocean? I should bring the other resource graph in here. Ooh, God. It would be probably a lot better. Let me do that. Hold on. I have to open up Steam. You know what this is a perfect opportunity for? That's right. God, this one is so much heavier than the old one. It's like twice the weight. No, it's probably more like 40% heavier, maybe? Yeah, okay. This is the most ergonomically correct way to wear headphones. Okay, I'm in Steam. Yeah, because I made this add-on in the Steam version of Godot. It's actually also in the newest version, and I'm one version behind for the Dragon game. So we'll see if this carries over correctly. What is this? Editor works. Yeah, that one. I'm never gonna finish this game. Okay. Dynamic authoring is what I called the add-on. Can I just drag it in? Can I just copy and paste? Add-ons. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, open in File Manager. Dynamic authoring. Open the dragon stuff in File Manager. Dynamic authoring. Graph resource editor. I don't know if we should get rid of it yet. Let's import this. Is it gonna work? Let's see. Dynamic authoring. Turn it on. Please. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of errors in this. That's unfortunate. The next project, we will be able to use this. I deleted it from the right one. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, we're back. We're back. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to recreate the biomes with our less polished graph editor system. Give me a million years to find the biomes. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? Biome noise rule. Biome tiles. Biome rule. Delete that. Transition increment. Turn that back down. It's allowed. Or maybe not. Because that will give us, you know, larger biomes. Or no, those are the transitions. But we do want a larger transition increment. I don't know. Not sure. We can start making some biomes, though. Let me get rid of this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, we still have all of our stuff from before, right? Okay. We'll keep test rule as an example. Biome tiles. Okay. Biome rule, is that what we need? Have you ever used Godot's rendering server? maybe a very long time ago, but um, I haven't used it in GDScript. I did use. I think I used it for my job system I was making, which converts GDScript into compute shaders and like what was the other thing it did? Yeah, so it would basically let you multi-thread code written in a certain format, and it was kind of like the Unity job system. Uh, so you would write code in a certain way, and it would allow you to run it as a compute shader or just on the CPU, just with multiple threads. Um, and for that, I think I had used the rendering server to like compile the compute shader. I think because using compute shaders is like the worst experience of all time. So I really wanted a system to improve it, and I want to go back to that at some point. I was getting to the point where it was pretty functional, and I was able to do a good amount of things, but it was very janky. So maybe I'll just do like a complete redo. But that system took a long time to make. I had to make a script which basically converted the GD script syntax tree into GLSL. And I kept running into a bunch of things with like how I standardize different stuff. And I was like relying on a lot of static functions and stuff like that, so I would like to improve it at some point. I think we can use biome rule here. That's what made Ace roll a move to Godot. Oh yeah. It's probably, I guess it would be better than Unity's compute shader experience then. Um yeah, I forgot Ace Rolla did that. Huh. Yeah, I'm like unambiguously at this point like preferring Godot. Um because I can just write stuff in C++ if I have to. You had a video basically like I can't stand Unity's compute shader. Yeah. I will say Godot's shader editor, not necessarily compute shaders, but Godot's shading language is way easier to use than Unity's. Maybe you can do more with Unity's. I don't know. Maybe it's more flexible, but yeah. All right, we're gonna make meadows. Array of biome rule. Okay, so we are on the right track here. How do we want to do this? Our selector rules are also really annoying to set up. I kind of want to try and improve that at some point. We need to start making like more utility scripts to do certain things quicker. Like recursively iterating through the entire resource database to find certain types of things. It's too charming an engine, hard to justify going somewhere else, except the draw performance can be trash sometimes. I imagine that Godot's 3D performance is probably a little bit behind Unity's. Although it did move to Vulkan, right? So, I mean, I'm allergic to draw calls anyways. Um, and I've spent like actually a long time figuring out how I can just like smoosh a bunch of memory items together into different chunks so I can minimize the amount of draw calls. Uh, and I think you can do that pretty well. I've been doing that in this project with instance uniforms for the shaders. And I think they get batched, but could be wrong. I made some odd choices with the move to Vulcan. perhaps. Yeah, I know like nothing about any of the low level rendering, so 2D lost. Oh, 2D lost batching? Really? Well, it is a good thing that I am actually rendering my enemies in 3D. Um, so hopefully it's still there. I probably went through all that stuff when I looked into adding it. Certain draw calls don't batch anymore as well. I see. I think I might have heard something about that when I was moving over to 3D in this project. Yeah, I guess I see what you mean. There were some sus choices made here and there, it would seem. And I think they were using, were they using OpenGL before? I don't know what they were using before. Really hard to tap that string. What the? Okay, layered tile rule. I guess we'll go with layers. We gotta optimize some of this stuff, and not in terms of performance necessarily. More so in terms of like ease of authoring. Yeah, and we can start with a selector rule. We'll set terrain 1 to terrain cliffs. And now we have our source overrides. But I have to reopen this in order to see that because I've created something evil, essentially. Um it should do it though. Or do I have to have selector rules here as well? I hope not. No, I think that's in different situations, right? Or do we have to set these as well? Oh god, I don't know. I'm gonna say probably not. Not there. Yeah. Okay. Main layer. Let's add this as a biome. Drag it in here. And then we'll quickly make a tundra biome. Resource, biome rule, tundra, trundra. That is a real word. Um, okay, we'll do it here. Rule is going to be layered tile rule. I'm gonna add selector rule. Get rid of that. Terrain 1 is going to be, once again, is it automatically loading the tile set? What's going on there? Well, it should be terrain cliffs, and then we have to set the override to snow cliffs. Also, we want to go back to meadows. This is so debilitating to use. We have to go back to meadows, I think, and actually click off of this and then click back to grass cliffs so it sets the correct source override. This is like this is a torture tool I've created. Does it work though? Gotta run, bust some ass. All right, Cricket, thanks for stopping in. Have a good one. Oh, I didn't add the biome. Of course, of course. This is an anticipated outcome. Uh, shit. Main layer. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So it should do something similar to what we had before, although I don't think we'll have water at this point. I think the only thing it's gonna do is get rid of our water. And then maybe the biome sizes will be different. We'll see. We shall see. I should make that customizable, though, the size of the biomes. Ultimately, what the hell? Are you insane? Root rule. Okay. Are you saving correctly? I don't know what's going on here. I feel like since I've been working on this game, like I feel like I have more Godot experience right now than I've ever had before. And it's making me want to redo some things in wiser ways. It's not too bad though. I took, I think, an acceptable amount of time to fix that sort of stuff. What the hell? Root rule, which is null for some reason. Oh my god. Why? Why are you doing this? Can I reopen the scene? It will show its true form. Main layer. Uh, Layered spawn rule. Biome painter tile rule. God damn it, what is happening? Did I reopen the editor? Okay, let me try it. Because I don't think we really changed anything there. Hmm. Yeah, we might have broken some connections in our resources, actually. That didn't get saved. Even though resources referencing it might have gotten saved. That might be what's happening right now. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. I gotta learn how to. Oh my god! I gotta learn how to use the whammy bar at some point. Okay, where is it? Spawn rules, main layer. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, okay. Bullshit. Biome painter tile rule. Let's get rid of whatever that is. Add a new. Wait. Go to our spawner. Okay, that seems to be set correctly. This rule, biome painter tile rule, we also added it. It's new. We can add a biome noise rule here. Yes, I think. I think we can. Add some stuff here. We're gonna add our biomes back in. Meadows. Tundra. Fantastic. which should be using correct indices at this point. Terrain indices, that is. Although if we insert a terrain earlier back, it's gonna like mess things up. Yeah, we definitely have some adjustments to make. This seems fine. Okay. Does it work now? Let's see. Should probably restring this guitar soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm like running my finger along the strings and they feel all like rough. Which I don't understand exactly what I think that means it's like corroded a little bit. I don't know. But it happens so fast. Okay. This appears to be working. Should we add a mini map at some point? That could actually be helpful for something with this kind of orientation. That'd be like a whole other system though. Alright, it's working though. Oh yeah, let me add something else to the to-do list here. We're going to improve look of biome blending, which should be very easy to do when we get there. We're just going to do the same thing we did with the fire. Okay, so a couple things. Let's go to main layer. And how do we want to do this? Let's add some layers here. We'll add one layer at the very beginning. What the hell? Okay, drag it up here. It's gonna be select a rule, terrain 0. Oh god. Oh, we need to place the foam down somehow. Shoot. Might be able to use noise rule for that. Yeah. What is the point of these layers then? Okay, well, let's copy this. Delete it. New element. Noise rule. New fast noise light. Tile A is going to be select a rule. Terrain 0, new terrain reference, tile set, quick load, get our tile set. Water with no source override. Tile B is going to be a layered tile rule with 2 layers here. For the second layer, we'll paste what we had before, and then for the first layer, we will make a selector rule with, instead of water here, we will have foam. Oh my god, this is, you can see this is like terrible. Okay. Save that, please. And we can test the generation. We probably have to turn down our noise threshold. The hell? Man. Also, we're still getting this bullshit with the UVs. Okay, not all of the aspects of that might work yet, though. Like, this might actually, it might be displaying it as well as it can. Like, what we have might be functional. It probably is. We just have to go in-game and actually test it. I'm going to set the selection threshold to 0.1. We want a good amount of land. We don't have to make many customizations beyond that. Let me close the editor, because I know it can cause complications with the file opening sometimes. Which I could probably fix just by closing the file access whenever we do that test generation at the end. But for now, I am just going to reopen the editor, which should do the same thing, because it should kill any nodes or free any nodes when it closes, and thus trigger that response. So I have this like riff, right? Or this this arpeggiation. Which sounds nice, but I mean, I feel like I could always do something better. And this is not the one I made, this is the Disco Elysium one. It's so much better. It's so much better. Well, it's not so much better, but I think I need to maybe add variation or something, or like not suck at music. um, I'll have to figure that out. Music is like such a nebulous thing, man. I'm running the project and putting this back. Get out of here, you distraction device. New game. Come on. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the biomes blend and all that jazz. Very, very jazzy, if I do say so myself. Punch the microphone. Yeah, so now we gotta probably improve the shaders. The next thing we're gonna do. Wait, no, we gotta add stuff. We gotta add stuff to these biomes. What am I doing? Although we don't have snowy trees yet, so you know. However, we should be good to add some trees here using probability rule, which is a new and improved thing. If it's true, we're going to use another probability rule. If it's false, we're going to use an empty selector. Yeah, here, if this is true, we're going to use a selector rule. We're going to set terrain 2. Use a terrain reference. What's up, Arctic? And we're going to use pine tree. And then in the false rule, selector Terrain 2, terrain reference, do the thing, make the thing work, and the thing is done, basically. So, boulder for that. What are you working on? I am reconfiguring the biomes, and I'm trying to get the game ready so I can start making a Steam page for it. Alright, we should have trees and rocks now, if I did that correctly. Cool, although we don't have a lot. They all have collision, which is nice. The shading still looks off on the rocks. I don't know what it is. And also, we just changed the color of the grass, so now that is different. Now that's also throwing me off. Oh my god. Um, can we go to grass? Grass texture.png, everyone's favorite texture. Can we open this up? Is this allowed? We got to change the brightness a little bit and potentially the saturation. I like this texture though. I think we have a good texture here. I like this vibe. It's still compatible within the art style, I feel. Maybe we'll add a little bit of detail to it though at some point. Turn the brightness down. Okay, that's too much. Too much. And also, hue and saturation might be better. Grass is a good texture, yeah. Change the hue at all? No. That's probably fine. Slight recoloration. Run the project. New game. That's a bit better. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit darker. Did I turn down the saturation before? Okay, well that might be good enough. Why is it so difficult to see? I don't know. Well, that helps. This will suffice. Now we want to improve the look of the biome blending, and we're still getting that flickering every now and then. I'm not sure what that is. We already have like a bilinear sampling going on. Also, it would be nice to have something as like a reference here. Can I delete everything? And then what do I have to place down to make this work? Oh, I really like the look of the iron ore. Is Visual Studio hard to use? Visual Studio Code? I mean, it's pretty good in terms of an IDE. Like, it might be hard to learn, but once you know everything, it's very functional, I would say. Oh, we can add, like, bushes, too. Oh, there's so much shit we have to add. We need, like, a probability rule that allows multiple things or something. What was I even trying to place? It's like cliffs, grass cliffs. I don't think it's going to matter which cliffs we ultimately place. We do need a good surface area, though. And let me use the full tile. Let me do that. We should have a preview texture though, right? Terrain material, indexer texture. We have no terrain textures. So I wonder if that's going to be a problem. Yeah, if this is white by default, probably not great. We have this foreground mask. What if we tried something like this? What is that? Any? Foreground mask. What the hell? It's a float. I've been lied to. I've been deceived. Okay, so that's something else. Oh my god, an ad break just started. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Whoa, caught me off guard. We're back. You're so back right now, guys. Oh my god. I want to get the thing from this texture here. What is this? The hell? Do we need to use S? Is this the magic thing? Oh, that's already a vector 3. Don't see anything happening here. UVZ index or texture. Oh. How did that happen? I didn't even move my chair. I mean, I must have. But I didn't. Oh my god. No way, dude. This thing is cursed. This setup is cursed. I want to blame the problem on one of these objects being cursed. I just don't know which one to blame it on. Is it the wire? Is it my fucking chair, which just moves around randomly? Or is it like the aux port? I don't know. Can't this have a supernatural element to it, please? Please. I swear I would have been so pissed off if it happened again. For those of you who don't know, my aux cord for my headphones is getting stuck under the wheel of my chair, and that happens all the time, and I haven't fixed it, and it is making me a crazy person. It's driving me insane. What if I try S00? Oh, it's just gonna sample. It's getting the terrain values, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Unfortunate. Sample terrain. Why don't we have a modulate here as well? Wait. Oh my god. Yeah, we have to use the UVZ. Okay, for testing purposes, why don't we say return B divided by UVZ? Forget the modulation. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Rigged. S00. No. Oh my god. What? Oh, okay, well now it's working. But also not exactly. What the hell? That's not using bilinear sampling. Indexer texture. Come on, man. Yeah, can we hide this sprite for a second? Am I rounding? Am I dividing? Remap. Divided by UVZ. And then it should just be blending between those, so. Oh, but we also don't have anything there. Right? No, that's... Is that our index or texture? I think that is our goddamn index or texture. Which, yeah, the format is not ideal. We have terrain textures, which again, should not matter. Oh, but some of them are like getting divided by greater values, right? Or something. Okay. We can work with this. Yeah, so what I want to add is a uniform sampler 2D blend noise with, I guess filter nearest can work here. How does this work again, though? How do we do this? We'll see. We shall see. We can make it 64 by 64. Although, why don't we make a system that can handle like any size? So how about 256 by 256? Add our noise here. Make sure it's seamless. Increase the blend. Tile size 64. Yeah, so now what do we want to do? We could distort the domain, or what we should probably do is just blend between the values. Yeah. Which we could probably do with S, right? No, that's using foreground mask there. Remap. Um, get out of here. UVZ. I suppose we could try the noise texture. Why don't we mix these together? Does it do anything? No. 0.5 does like literally nothing. That's because we're using that to sample the terrain textures. Uh, okay. So in that case, what do we say? UVZ equals mix. Why don't we just get this directly? UVZ right here. That should be accounted for. Oh my god. Okay, a couple things. Make sure repeat enable is on. What is our position here exactly? Index or texture. Okay. I think I see what's going on here. Tile UV equals position times render size. Terrain textures. Okay, I think we can use tile UV, but we might have to do a little more there. That looks better. Yeah, now we're gonna get a noise ratio equals tile size divided by texture size blend noise dot x float 0. And if it's larger, it should decrease the tile UV, and that shouldn't wrap. So that should make it less frequent. Oh my god. Does this repeat? Position times render size. Position times render size. Okay. What would it be then? Blend noise, tile UV times noise ratio dot R. UVZ. Like, what would it be here? Or like here even? I guess it would only go through part of the way. Yeah, and then I think it would wrap. It's hard to say. How are we getting the position? World position minus tile increment half. I mean, tile UV seems to work. What if we multiply this by 0.5? Times 2? Okay, 2 works. So it must be repeating somehow. Why, though? Also we'll make this look better at some point. Well, we could make it 64 by 64, I suppose. Then we get a lot of repetition. What is world position again? Divided by total size. This tile increment half. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. So that works. But going the other way does not. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, we'll just do this for now. We got to get the blending actually working as well. Or, you know, we don't want it to be like gray over here. So, how should I do that? Something like this, maybe? It also doesn't feel like it would be correct, though. Can we reverse these? Oh god. I don't know how this would look in, like, the final thing. I guess this will give us a better visual representation. Is that making any sort of difference? Yeah, well, now it is. Oh my god, why is it doing that? How did we do it for our other thing? Forgetting. I should go look. Yeah. Yeah, but this already ranges between 0 and 1, so it's like we have to map the range again. Okay. I think we could do that. UVZ01 equals UVZ times texture size indexer texture dot z LOD0 invalid member. What? I guess we do want to check our terrain textures. Yeah. What's up, Dino? Welcome. I think this is what we want. Arm's still broken. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I wish you a swift recovery. And we can modulo this. Got a new layer on my cast. It is now cyan. I see. Shoot. Yes, you have the drip, Dino. UVZ times float texture size terrain textures 0.z 1 modulo 1. Yeah, let me get rid of this this flooring part. Right now, Dino, I'm trying to improve the look of the biome blendings as part of a larger process to get the game ready for or get a Steam page out. Create the Steam page. Yeah, it's exciting. It's a big moment. It's a big moment for the game. I could also do like a domain distortion. Mr. Loppa, glad to be here. Glad to have you back, Dino. You missed like the font stuff where we made a new font. That was like the biggest thing. Noise value 0.7. I feel like right now this should work because it only ranges between 0 and 1, right? Yeah, so that kind of does it. Sorta. Sorta, kinda. Turn down the frequency. Turn up the I don't know. Do not know what the rules here are. Let me go back to element fire. It's just a 0.3. It's playing Subnautica below zero a bit ago. Also, yeah, I saw that. Looks nice. Thank you. Yeah, Subnautica below zero. What did you think? What were your thoughts on the game? Are you getting lag? Unfortunate. Could I apply power here? I don't know. Hmm. Went to Wawa, got cookies and cream milk and an Italian sub. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. All right, there's chocolate milk, which is, your basic bread and butter. Then you have strawberry milk when you're, you know, feeling fancy or want something different or just want to savor the moment. And then you have cookies and cream milk for special occasions, elite level gatherings. These are the rules. What do you do in your free time? Uh, I've been playing RimWorld like nonstop for the last 3 days. That's what I've been doing in my free time. I'm so tired today. God damn it. Gotta stop taking I gotta stop I'm stopping my caffeine consumption. I'm putting my foot down. Yeah, it's a lot of RimWorld for sure. Apply power to this one. It's totally going to work. No, that's making like no difference. Why? I've just been laying around and being a slug with this cast. It's starting to smell. I remember I had a cast for like 3 to 6 months. And well, yeah, it's kind of like it's similar to like having a band-aid on for like a fraction of a year. So, yeah, not an ideal system, but shouldn't be too bad. I don't even know if I broke it, but I think it was my right arm. which was kind of OP because they didn't make me write as much in school. I didn't have to like write things. Well, maybe that was bad. I don't know, but pretty sure I could still write with my arm. I don't know. I jumped off a swing set. I landed on my right arm, and I don't know if I got like a very small fracture or something, but I had to wear a cast for 3 or 6 months or something like that. I think it was only 3. I only have to wear mine for 6 weeks for far around halfway through. Yeah. You fell off a swing too? I'm telling you, the swings, man. I jumped off. Did you fall off or did you jump off? I jumped and then transitioned into a fall. I fell with style. But no, that was the cool thing to do. If you were an elite swinger, you would jump off the swing at the end of recess. Everyone knows this. And whoever could jump off from the highest point was the coolest. Those were the rules. And one day I was too cool. I was too cool for my own good. And I had to be in a cast. So I do normally jump off, but it's different this time. Ah, I see. So it was not a controlled descent. Well, not the usual attempt at a controlled descent. What's up, Azura? I decided to let go too late. Oh. Okay. The gang is back? Yeah, we're so back. We're back, everyone. We're back. These intermediate values need to be like smaller. What the hell? What if I use UVZ here? Power of 4. The power of why are you doing this? Come on. It would be changing the curve at least, right? Is he telling you about when I left him alone and he broke his arm? Yes. So I instead flew back, still on the swing, and I let go. When I fell, there goes my left arm. So, okay, I let go too late. I flew back, still on the swing, and I let go. Wait, so you let go on the backswing? So when the swing went back, I slid off. So instead of doing the smooth like jump and ramp and roll, instead what happened to you is you let go too soon and then suddenly you just fell straight down. Is that what I'm hearing? And the swing went back and you're still just going straight down? I swung forward, I let go, then didn't grab back on. I swung forward, I let go, then you grab back on. Yeah, but that's how you jump off the swing. So what I'm imagining is you got to the peak of the swing. I was still on it while it came. I was still on it when it came back. Oh. Wait. So okay. Poor PK's random. I'm having trouble understanding the physics of this. So. No, Dino. This is academic. This is academical. Okay. Please continue sharing your story. So, I just need to piece the pieces together. I might be able to get something to help. Let me animate. Oh, okay. An animation. But hold on. I might be able to resolve this with a question. Or a re-description of the story. So you swung forward like this. You let go, but you let go too late. So you were still attached to the swing. You came back, and then I'm assuming you fell off on the backswing. Is that what I'm? Is that sounds like I have the story correct? Is that what happened? Knew it. First try. First guess. I mean, I'm a great listener. What can I say? I mean, come on. Okay, yeah. For the precise details, for the full intuitive understanding, please do make an animation, because there's still more to be garnered here in terms of my understanding of the story. Should I multiply this by a certain amount times 2? No. Can I use remap? Goes between 0 and 1. Minimum, maximum, 0.4, 0.6. Please. No. What the hell? Fine. I knew this would happen. I might have to go the other way, though. Okay, how does it look as opposed to just this? It's making no difference. We're on call, and he just said, man, I just sharded so hard. Excuse me, what? These things happen, okay? These things happen. This is the human experience, okay? You never know. Okay, when you have too much. I don't know what it is, but if you have too much, or sugar like zero sugar. I don't know what the artificial sweetener. Okay, like something crazy like what they put in the zero sugar jelly beans. If you have too much of that, it causes complications, and things can happen. Okay, let me just say, these things happen. Oh my god, what is going on? I forgot how to animate. You'll remember at some point. You don't have to make an animation though if you don't want to. Okay, what if I add to this? Well, yeah, that does it. I mean, come on. So that must be like 0. Must be getting set to 0. I don't understand why this isn't working. I have to use mod F? F mod? Mod? Mod F? Unfortunate. This would repeat every one. Yeah, so if it's like, if UV0 is 1, the texture size is 2, which I guess it wouldn't necessarily be right now. Let me add that here. Although make sure I have the correct version commented out. I guess I could be doing it. Yeah. Shit. UVZ times 2 modulo 1. Is it just the modulo thing that's not working? Got something to tell the story? Alright. Oh my god, this is difficult. I gotta, you know what? I gotta like do things. Hold on. Now my guitar cord is getting stuck. What the hell? I would like to speak to Jonathan Chair, please. Pass on this concern to him directly, personally. Let me know when I have to use Google Slides. All right. I'll tell you. I'll try and tell you a good time. It sounds terrible. Let me play something that doesn't sound terrible. We need to lock in because I heard musical instrument. Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm learning a new song on the spot. Like it's that one meme song. Like the good ending. Do 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 do. No, but that's not right either. Oh. I was trying to arpeggiate that, but I might not be able to. I know what you're talking about. I'd go to your concert if you had one. I appreciate that. You're right, I'm slaying right now. Shit. Nice. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, my fingers are turning inside out. It doesn't count. Hold on. Did I accidentally adjust the tone? No! Nice. God damn it. Shit. Almost had it again. That's how the song goes. That's how the song goes now. We changed it. We're changing the song. There, good ending. Good ending. I just got it on piano. Nice. I gotta get my piano going. Just been sitting there for 80 billion years. We can duet. Great idea. No, me doing nothing. Dinah, you can whistle. You can, hold on. Did I ever show this? Did I ever show this on stream? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how high I can go. Oh, Jesus. I can do like 1 octave with that. You can do that? You can do that, Dino? You could? So what you gotta do is you gotta play this game called Far Cry Primal, right? No. Oh, that's... Sorry, Dino. That was kind of stupid on my part. It's fine, though. You can whistle like that. You can do the thing that, like, the dads do at the soccer games. I don't know how they do it, but it's with the baseball hats and the sunglasses. They go like this or whatever, and they're like really loud. But yeah, here's how you do the hand whistle. So, yeah, you're gonna have to if you want to get it, you're gonna have to practice for like 4 hours at least. No, not 4 hours. You could probably practice for like 15 minutes actually and start getting a sound from this. I would look it up, but basically what you do, okay, the first person view. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me oh shit. Try doing a morning dove sound. I don't know what that is. But like, okay. So you get your hand. Sounds like an ocarina or whatever. A little bit. Get your hand. And then you get your other hand, you layer it like that. Okay, so now you're doing this sort of thing. Then you take the second hand, you cup it over this little section. Alright, then you bring it together. Okay, then you bring these together. Alright. And it takes some practice and intuition. You're gonna have to mess with it a little bit. But then you blow on the upper half at like a 45-degree angle. So I have a lot of instruments that I can do. I can do this. Whoa! I think I can do the multi-finger roll arpeggiation. I don't know. Spamming the same term over and over again because I'm a pseudo-intellectual. Is there any other? That's like the one party trick I have is the hand whistle. I can also do it like this, which is interesting sometimes, although less reliably. Hold on. It creates I guess, a slightly different sound. I wonder if there's any other way. I could try and do it with, like, flipped. Like, it's gonna depend on... You can do it with either your left hand or your right hand. You can change the configuration. This actually looks kind of cool. Hold on. Whoa. This is kind of mesmerizing for me. Fun fact, I play violin and piano. Violin is a cool instrument. I like violin. Alright, I love violin. It's a great instrument. These hand gestures accompany what I'm saying perfectly. I wonder if I can, like, what is the smallest form I can make to play? This looks stupid. Worth it. Hold on. Just reduce the amount of fingers I'm using? Now I'm just doing the same. What am I even trying to do? Maybe with one finger up. I'm just gonna jam my finger into my eye. I can only play games? Well, that's a start. I mean... You're already a player, okay? You just gotta learn new games. You just gotta learn... You can learn whatever games you want. You're already a player. Inspirational. Oh, here's another one. Where's my finger? Oh god, it's so bad. Where's my finger? Oh no, don't ignore the fact that the tip of my finger is twice as wide as the base of my finger. Don't listen to that. I need a therapy session with PK. I am not a licensed therapist, but I have a massive brain. So I could probably just do the work of a therapist just like that. No, okay. This is going to be kind of like very almost like I don't know, like stupid of me to say. But I guess just for the sake of honesty about my own dispositions, I have like a frustration with the field of therapy, and I feel like it's not always helpful. I feel like it doesn't actually help in a lot of cases, depending on the therapist. Like it hinges a lot on the therapist you get. But I don't know. I'm speaking from an uneducated position. Wait, the bad player or the good player? The bad player or the good player? Uh, Irrelevant. You can be a bad player, you can be a good player, you can be a mediocre player, you can be a 10-foot tall player, you can be a 3-foot tall player. You can change the attributes of your play style over time. Some of that is in your control. So you can start as a bad player, you can play for a while, become a good player. You could be a good player, not play for a while, become a bad player. Because I play with the girls then. If they're good players, it may help to augment and lift up your skill level. So you may more quickly become an elite level gamer. But like a competitive game or something, if you play with someone who is more experienced than you, I find it can help to, like if you play against them, like in something like Mordhau, it can help to quickly. I think you learn more quickly than playing with someone who's like less experienced, because you start learning all their moves and stuff. All right, how do I do this? Azura has a YouTube channel. I think I heard it. I think you guys mentioned that before. I still don't understand what's going on here. I guess this wouldn't range from 0 to 1, huh? Yeah, because the texture itself only ranges so far. She told me to tell you because she is too nervous. Any creation is good creation. Well, that's not true, but there's no need to be ashamed of your YouTube channel, Azura, unless you're like you're doing arson and recording it and like uploading that, which I suspect you're not. There's lots of cringe. Okay. I think we already know my stance on cringe, right? I think when I gave that lecture, that was to you guys. Was it not? Maybe not. And I've talked other times about the idea of cringe. Cringe is okay, I guess my ideas are a little more parsed out now. But cringe is a cringe is a mediocre cringe is a monotonous weight that holds you back. You must learn to ignore the cringe. Which is easier said than done. But I mean, it's multifaceted. You can optimize your environment to not have to worry as much about cringe. You can You do other things. You can normalize by going out of your comfort zone. Also, there's going to be an ad break in 27 seconds. Speaking of cringe, that is cringe on a certain level, in a certain sense. Cringe only exists because people think you're weird and not normal, but no one is normal. Yeah, normalcy is like, I mean, what is the goal of normalcy? Everyone has to be like the same configuration. It's kind of a boring idea, but also it's unimportant because really what you should be focused on is, again, I've said this before, the morality of your actions. Um, yeah, so strive to be happy, not normal, I would say. And it kind of feels like when you like look on TV and you see like some sort of dystopian commercial for like some shitty product that nobody wants, and you're like, how the hell does anyone see this and think like, yes, this is something I want? It's kind of like that feeling, but for like the idea of conforming in that way. Like this reflexive conformity where you're not even necessarily doing it to like help any sort of situation. There is no normal. Pretty much. Pretty much. Basically. Basically. They're actually, well, I mean, the normal is a construct. It's a social construct, the idea of normal. And of course, everyone is going to have their own different idea about what normal means. Sometimes people also just use normal in like a rhetorical way to basically say, I don't like what this person is saying. Or like to make it seem uh like they're to make the idea seem very unapproachable and discourage the idea. Um which is to say that it's ultimately just arbitrary. That being said though, like if someone comes in chat and starts saying like something that is hurting the environment on the stream, I might, bring out, I might throw out into the air, I might say something like, that's an insane thing to say. You are an insane person. Goodbye. So, I may also use it in certain situations, but if someone is actually not hurting anyone and, someone is saying, oh, what you're doing is not normal, I'm like, you know nothing about happiness. Dino just said he would nuke your location in 27 seconds. He meant it fully. All right, well, unfortunate. I have a bunker. Okay, I trust you, Dino. I'm gonna run the ad. The ad break must be run. The ads. I love money. I get no money from these. I will be back in 3 minutes, and then we'll fix whatever the hell is going on here. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Yes, Dino. The time has come. Is it going to run? You could Alt Tab for 3 minutes. Just saying. An idea, perhaps. Could go to YouTube chat, you could go to YouTube, listen to the music you would like. Is it gonna run? Oh, it's already running. Okay. 3 minutes. We're back. I wonder if my board is gonna get stuck under my chair. It's not. It's not going to happen. Actually. Yes, my hair is kind of... I don't know what the particle settings are on my hair, but it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It just grows this way. It doesn't grow this way. It just grows this way. God damn it. It's all part of the plan. I have a vision. I have a vision in mind. Okay. So where were we again? For this part? Yeah. I suppose for now I can use UVZ. And that kind of does it a little bit. But again, why does PAL not work? I don't understand. Let's use a clamp. Clamp between 0 and 1. And then maybe just multiply those? Seriously? Why does that make no difference? That does something. Indeed. And it's mixing towards the noise value. And again, if I use power here, it's not gonna do much, I don't think. Unless it does. Hello? Oh god. Power of 2. What's 0.3? Whoa! Power of 12. Oh my god. Alright, see you guys. You're leaving at the same time. Synchronous departure. Take care. I wonder what the noise value ranges between. It's nice hopping on stream and saying hi. It was good having you here, Zura. You too, Dino. And I hope your arm gets better. I come back. Alright. Whatever you want to do. I should be here for like a little bit longer. Should I just do like a domain distortion? I feel like that wouldn't look as good. What if we flip these? Let's see. just want it to affect it slightly. I think the UVZ noise value should be good for that. Okay. Why don't I just try it with this? And then run the project. Oh, I should have disabled the division. Is that any different? I can't tell. It might be. I think it is. I think it is affecting it. Um, yeah, let me disable that. Mix UVZ noise value. How about to the power of 4? Just a speculation. This is a speculation. Should create like the curve, right? Or whatever. Exponents. I feel like we also have to add to the value a little bit. Perhaps. Or should I do that in the mix factor? So like do it here. Maybe like vector 3 UVZ to test? Guess so. If I change the frequency now, does anything actually happen? No. Really? Right, because the UVZ is also not correct. Do I want to subtract? Maybe. That doesn't work. No. Hold on. Desmos, help me. Desmos graphing calculator. Beautiful instrument. Y equals x to the power of 4. So then at 1, it equals 1. It just changes the steepness of this curve here. Oh my god. Uh, How many times have I made that typo? Okay, how about UVZ minus 1 divided by layers for the previous section? Or should I go to the next one? Huh. I don't know. Yeah, because it could be... It's not going to be always the one below it. Damn it. I guess I'll keep this variable though. But then when this becomes 1, it should be fine, right? No, then it's going to blend to the noise value. Okay. Seems like it needs to be somewhere in the middle. Shoot. I really think I might just want to apply like domain warping or something. How would that... I feel like that wouldn't look too bad. What if I do as normal map? How does that encode it? Because like at that point I could just add the distortion. Okay. If we say tile UV plus equals noise value. That could be way too much. Okay, it does nothing. That's cool. Position. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, we gotta turn that down. It doesn't work. Okay, well this could be a hint for as to why the flickering is happening in certain spots. And it's like if I add to tile UV, doesn't seem to do much. Is it? Is it doing things? Oh, plus equals. I don't see it doing anything. We don't have our terrain textures enabled yet. Just frustrating. And we're returning UVZ anyways, so... Yeah, that's cool. Would be nice if more of these were like... More of these parameters were set, so we could test with those. Ooh, oh no. It distorted the actual textures. Yeah, okay. Let's make sure we're distorting specifically what we're using to sample um indexer texture. So yes, I think it would be here. Welcome back, Arctic. But then it repeats every one of those increments. Shoot. Okay, I guess we'll go back to this. I have an idea. UVZ, noise value, distance for of UVZ01 to 0.5. Does it work with floats? Okay, maybe. But let's use UVZ just to test it. No. Oh no. Dude. Wait. Times 2. Genius. No, that's not right. Okay. Right, because we're blending towards the noise value. As we go farther out, we want to blend to UVZ, I think. Well, that doesn't work. What are you working on now? I'm trying to improve the look of the biome blending, but it is being terrible. Also, like, what the hell? It's that flickering. And here in the middle, it should be 0, which means it should be the noise value. Dude. Okay, idea. 1 minus. Now we're full noise. Noise value. Okay, 1 minus. Now, we use the power of multiplication. Does nothing. Why? Distance from EVZ to 0.5. Or 0.5 has the most noise value. So again, should be that, but we're not seeing any noise there. I don't think. Yeah. Why not? Like if it's If this is like 0 right here, it should be displaying the noise value. What the hell? What if I multiply it times like 10? Times a billion. No. Hold on. Was it working before? I don't know. I mean, that should be the same thing, though. Why is there nothing there? Is UVZ... Are we getting a valid value from UVZ? .r? Absolute value UVZ minus 0.5 times 2. If we set it to the noise value, we get that. Yeah, let me adjust that until it looks more like what I want. We're not getting any of it in the middle here, which we should be. What is the value of UVZ right here? Let's say it's 0.5, okay, minus 0.5, 0.5, minus 0.5, absolute value of that is 0, times 2 is 0, so we should be mixing to noise value. And as we move across here too. Are we getting errors? UVZ01. We're not going to finish this today. Index for texture. Blend noise. No bitmaps, please. As a normal map. No. It's not making a difference anyways. Okay, what if I just look at this? Okay, that's interesting. Gray. Absolute value. Is it the absolute value? Is it ruining our experience right now? Does UVZ change? What the hell? Why are these not different at all? Is it blending them? Is it blending them in like... What if we get the distance from like 0.25? 0.45. Difference becomes less apparent. It's like it doesn't change. You can literally... I'm so angry. You can see it right here. If we're using absolute value, this should be... Oh my god. Why? Okay, float value equals that. Vector 3 value times sine of value. Oh my god, what is happening? Is it the blending? And could the blending be doing this? Perhaps. God, I don't know. I don't... Maybe I should see how it looks with the textures. What is the sample terrain? Why don't we just look at S00? No difference? Wow. Wow. I guess it could also be the remapping thing that's affecting some of the stuff. Oh yeah, you know what? If we add the distortion before that, it might work. Huh. We tried so many things though, and we've been like screwed at every opportunity. God damn it, it's attacking us. Uh Okay, return B. Return a B, please. I have ideas going on here. Run project. God. Oh my god, dude. Should be able to do what I'm trying to do right now. Christ. Okay. We're gonna try it. Distance from UVZ 0.5 times 2. Come on. Work. Do the thing. We gotta get some sort of texture value here. Oh my god. What the hell? We're trying this anyways. We're gonna see how this looks. How? I guess it could be because of the way it's sampling it. Okay, UVZ, noise value, UVZ. Go back here. What? Do we have to use this thing? Maybe. Maybe actually. Then it just cancels it out. I'm so angry. So angry right now. Oh my god. Okay. Float sample indexer vector to position. UVZ equals sample indexer. Okay, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Or maybe keep that. Bring it up here. Sure. Unknown identifier and expression UVZ. Wrong. Incorrect. Invalid assignment of vector 4 to float. Return initial. We're recreating it. Okay, project. Come on. Okay. For now, let's return UVZ. Okay, I just want to mix. I want to mix something into this. Initial equals mix initial noise value like 0.3. Just a reasonable value. It's so reasonable. Is there any like if editor? Okay, return B, I guess. Can't see what's going on. No way. Okay. 1, we're going to be using the noise value now. Oh. Our indexer is filter nearest. Okay, well that would get rid of all intermediate values. So, shit. Basically. All right, let's try using the domain warp or whatever. Make sure this is functional. Still. Okay. This is functional as it can be. As it was. And then can we just distort WPO? WPO plus equals texture, noise texture, blend noise. World position, which I assume goes from 0 to 1. Or maybe not. Divided by total size. Maybe it does go from 0 to 1. Okay. But then we're using sample indexer on the position. Oh. WPO. What is that? Uh, WPO. WPO equals world position minus tile increment half. Okay, assuming this is something we can use to sample the indexer, I'm going to multiply it by tile, or no, not tile size. Render size. Then if we return UVZ here, do we get anything? Kinda. The distortion is not ideal, though. I guess it's getting there. Why is that? Why is this, like, a different frequency? What the hell are you doing? I guess that could be better. Yeah. Hmm. Also, can we remap, the minimum being negative 0.01 and 0.01? Shit. Okay, maybe not. We're gonna ignore that. It's not real. This could already provide a pretty good effect. Let me see. Kind of reminds me of like the RimWorld blending a little bit. Oh, no. No. Why? Why are you torturing me? I like how the blending looks, though. There might be something to this. Okay? We are getting somewhere. So. New idea. God. Are we sampling these again? Would this work? Pass this in as a parameter. This will be vector2 index offset equals 2, 0, 0. Can we not do default parameters? I don't know. Okay, sample indexer. Position. Texture, terrain textures. Position times the render size. Plus index offset, is that where I put it? I guess we'll see. We will see. Let's go. God, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Fine. I love this. Having so much fun. We're going to call this original position. Sample the index over this position. Original position times render size. All right, WPO plus equals offset. For vector 2, or I guess vector 2 WPO original equals WPO. I guess that stands for world position offset. Anyways, we can replace this here. Now we're doing the same thing we were before with the distortion, but we're doing the parameters differently. Thank God. Thank you so much. Holy hell, dude. It's hurting my brain. Oh my God. Okay. Oh man. Funny. Not funny. It's terrible. This is horrible. This should not happen. It seems like we have created a better effect now, which is nice. A little repetitive, but this should also allow us to change the size of it if we want. Oh. Where would I do that again? World position times render. I should be able to divide anything, right? Divided by 4. That should make it repeat less often, right? And we don't have to worry about any stupid wrapping or anything like that, I don't think. Maybe we do. We don't. But the distortion is also way less apparent. But that's fine. It's fine. We're gonna change the goddamn resolution. Where is it? 256 by 256. Beautiful. Increase the frequency somewhat. Good amount. Run project. What's going to happen? Okay, now the frequency seems a little too high. Now this seems kind of messed up. Well, it's interesting, though, because it almost looks like it's blending into the grass, which is kind of OP. Which means I want to turn the frequency down, but not a lot. Finally. Finally. And it provides a pretty nice effect. All things considered. Pretty granular effect. Although you can still see the squareness. Is there any way I can actually turn down the frequency to like 0.03? And then increase this offset amount by like 5 times the amount? Let's see. Did it save the actual asset? I don't know. Maybe it did. I feel like it probably didn't though. Let me save that. Because we want to kind of make it look like the fire and how that seamlessly blends. And then once we get like that base level of distortion we want, kind of like that, but turn it down a little bit, maybe turn down the maybe just turn down the frequency at this point, then we add octaves, we should get a pretty good effect. Or like adjust the octaves. So yeah, let me go to the noise here. Turn down the frequency to 0.01. This should hopefully give us more of what we are looking for. Why does it look like it's surrounding the rock there? Just a coincidence, maybe? I think we have to turn down the amount. Did I save the thing? I guess I did. So let me turn down the amount to like 0.025. Run that. So it should be half the amount now. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, we can tweak it more later on, but you know. We should do something similar for the foam as well at some point. Yeah, and it keeps the same file set textures, so that's cool. What on the list can we get rid of? Improve look of biome blending. Goodbye. Replace buttons with command prompt. No. Repopulate biomes. Kinda, sorta. Technically, we did that. Although, I should probably change the distribution. We have 2 more things to do after that. Which we're probably not going to do today, to be honest. We could do it on Wednesday. We have our work cut out for us. The work is sliced like a Like a scrumptious pie. That's how the analogy works, right? I don't know. I don't know what that means. We have our work cut out for us. Maybe it has something to do with like tanning or like I don't know. Cut out. I don't. Who makes these terms? I would like to speak to that person. Can't find the thing. Okay. Wait. Yes. Meadows. Of course. Oh, we could also use this to add snow to the trees. Oh my god. The GPU data layers, I mean. We can use it to set the trees on fire. Although we kind of already did that. Oh, maybe the trees could use that as well. We'd have to, like, remember the material somehow, though. Well, we have methods now. We have methods to accomplish these sorts of things. We could iterate through yeah, why don't we just iterate through all the tiles and then set the textures as needed. That could work. Get all their materials. And then if they're named a certain way, we just automatically assign the necessary textures. Yes. So that way we could just add a shader to our fire texture and or add a shader to our trees, our tree tiles, and then just put in the name of the texture and then be able to use it, you know? Have some like actual usable tools here. All right, so here we should just be able to adjust the probability a little bit. So I think I want more trees than rocks for sure, and then probably bump up the other probability to like a gajillion. No, 0.35. Run. Run the project. And we got to improve the look of the water at some point. I don't know if that's something I'm going to do for the Steam page or not. As I do more, I can like add all that stuff to the Steam page. Oh my god. I can still add fire breath, right? Yeah. And it looks cool. It looks cool now. Lightning breath looks cooler, so I'm going to do that. Wow. 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 Neat. Also, if I had some iron rocks, you know, I could electrocute some. So let me add that in really quick. Close out the project. Here. It's false. Put down a boulder, but we're actually going to copy this. Clear it. Use another probability rule with the probability of 0.7. If it's true, we put down that boulder. If it's false, we will put down... No, not another one. Come on, too many. There's too many. Goddamn probability rules. Terrain reference. We just want... I want a source override. I want iron ore. Reset the source override. So this should add iron ore, which has the ability to be electrocuted. Oh my god, what have I done? Why does it do that? It's like it's completely replaced our snow biome with just iron rocks. God. Are you doing this? Oh, right, because it's the same source, which is why it felt like it was connected for some reason. I don't know why the hell it did that. Can you be cool, please? Select a rule. Yeah, okay. So, new select a rule. New terrain reference. Quick load, world tile set. We're in tundra. This should be terrain cliffs, but snow, though. Okay, save. Okay, so I guess that's what was causing some of our problems before. Okay, now we have some iron ore scattered about, which also has collision. All right, let's go back to our breath. Lightning breath. Should be able to electrocute our rocks still. Not the rocks, but the iron ore. The tundra doesn't have anything in it yet. Gotta populate it with something at some point. No! Oh my god, are you serious right now? Why are we getting lag? Man. So our electricity stopped working. Should I run this in GD script? I guess I can. Why? Why would this break? It's breaking on purpose. All right, we're going to run the project, and that's going to take 20 hours to load up. So I'm going to play some tunes. Where's my pick? It's gone. It's gone forever. Oh, there it is. It's confusing me. The sounds. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. New game! Shit! Breakpoint? Tell me there was a breakpoint there? Yeah, because we didn't even, like, get to the electrocution part yet. Man. So there's like a gajillion things that be causing those, I suppose. Initialized particle. Man, you don't know anything. And the iron ore. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's like a profile thing. No, we already like took care of that. Oh, right. Right. Of course. I knew that. Hold on, I'm creating the greatest song in the world. Lightning breath. Come on. Just like shoots lightning breath out in the middle of nowhere. Like maybe there's a rock somewhere. Can we electrocute the ocean? All right, so that works. Let me freaking die. Equip fire breath and chameleon tongue, because why not? I almost forgot how to use it. Wait, it's gonna help me pull myself onto land or something. Okay, no, it's not really doing anything. We can set the entire forest on fire. Definitely have to change the sound for that, which we can do. And I probably want to, like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I gotta make the effect have, like, a ramp up or something. But yeah. Alright, well, I'm probably gonna head here and work on the rest of the stuff on Wednesday. So, snooze the ad break. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm ending it. I'm freaking ending the stream. We've all been duped. Thank you, everyone who stopped in. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you, Dino. Thank you, Azura. And thank you, Arctic. Alright, I will see you all on Wednesday. We only have 2 more. We got 2 out of the 4 things. You know, it's 50% there. It's totally a coherent way to think about it. Yeah, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Take care. And maybe I'll work on some of the Steam store page before I get to Wednesday. Some of the stuff I can do at this point, but we'll see. Alright, see y'all later. Wait. Hold on. Oh, okay, we don't have enough viewers to raid. Okay, see you Wednesday. Okay. Later. Farewell.